Hi, this is Roddy McNinch, VP of Sales and Marketing for Taurus Ag, and today we're going to hopefully answer some questions that we've been getting about a new product we launched this fall called Active GRAINFILL. So this is a foliar nutrition product designed for cereals specifically at fungicide timing. So it is tank mixable with your fungicide, and it really came about from some of our growers. I mean, in the past we had a straight nitrogen product called Proform N. We had a straight potassium product, but we had a number of our more innovative growers taking those two products, tank mixing them. They were after both the nitrogen and the potassium and some sulfur as well. They were tank mixing those two products. They were playing with rates. And at the end of the day, they were improving upon the results that we would get in our own research. So I always say we learn a little more from our growers than they learn from us, but that's essentially how this product was born. So it is a foliar nutrition product. The analysis of this is a 10% nitrogen, 14% potassium with 6.5% sulfur, trace levels of iron, and a biostimulant package. And to get into the agronomy of that, really I'm going to break it up into pieces. I mean, the first piece of this product, I'm going to combine the nitrogen and the sulfur. A lot of guys are already applying nitrogen late in the season. They're chasing that extra bump in protein, but most people don't understand you need a specific ratio of both nitrogen and sulfur to build that amino acid production that essentially creates protein. And that's what we're after. We're trying to provide everything needed for that plant to get across that bridge and produce that protein. So that's the concept behind the nitrogen and sulfur combination. Now, to throw the potassium in there, potassium is like the workhorse nutrient of a plant. If you're thinking potassium, essentially you could say it's translocating all the other groceries up to the head of the plant. Essentially, it's bringing all the other stuff that a plant needs up to the head or the kernels to increase thousand kernel weight, to bulk up that actual kernel, to even provide any of the additional ingredients needed for protein production. So that's kind of that's the role of potassium as an added benefit. I mean, a lot of guys are adding late season potassium. If we are growing bumper crops and cereals, lodging is always an issue. That little additional potassium can always help on that front as well. So that's the agronomic side of it. But then we actually look at tank mixing that with a fungicide. If we're looking at cereal fungicides, really, they've come a long way in the last 10 years. You look at the fungicides we have today, I mean, there's some systemic action. I mean, they're a lot easier to handle. And if you look at tank mixing that with a foliar nutrient, really that foliar nutrient can act as something of a natural surfactant to that fungicide. It can even help that fungicide get into the plant, especially when it comes to nitrogen. So if you're combining those two, there's a lot of residual benefits. And we're trying to contribute to really that disease reduction. We're trying to contribute to maxing out that protein, chasing that last 0.5% or 4% of protein. Some years we get paid well on it, some years we don't, but we're going to chase that protein. We want that high thousand kernel weight. We want to bulk up that kernel, and I mean that means bushels. That means return on investment for our growers. So I mean, we're going to combine all these different fronts, and essentially that was the goal behind this product. So that's basically to wrap me up. If you guys would like to have additional conversations on this, please don't hesitate to contact your regional Taurus rep. If you don't know who that is, please check our website at www.taurus.ag. And really stay safe out there. And with the moisture we have, hopefully we pull a bumper year off. Thanks, and have a good day.